Hey soldiers, welcome to another episode of Soldier and Red Lipstick. How are you? How are you doing? No, really, how are you doing? Okay, I know that a lot of you set out goals for 2019 and you wanted to get some things started at the beginning of the year. But if you're one of those people and the thing didn't start at the beginning of the year, don't worry. You have middle of the year. If it doesn't happen in the middle, don't worry. You have the end of the year. And guess what? If it doesn't happen at the end of 2019, there's 2020, where there's life, there's hope. Trust me, I'm a living witness, okay? All right, so for this episode, I want to talk about the builder. God as the builder, how I see God. So let me tell you something about myself, for those of you who really don't know. I love houses. Oh my days. I love houses. I love looking at houses, from the size to the style to whatever they use in building them, to the front of the house, to how many square foot the house is and stuff. I love houses. I have an app called Zillow. For those of you who don't know what Zillow is, it's an app where you can rent or buy houses, look at houses in any part of America. I don't know if Zillow operates outside of America, but if you're in America, I can be on Zillow for 3 hours. You see how people sit on social media for hours on end? My problem, I call it problem because once I get into Zillow, I have to be stopped by someone else. I can be on Zillow for hours. I would check and check. Even when I don't need a house, I would check every part of the house. I love it, okay? I'm even shocked that I'm not doing real estate right now. But there was a time many, many years ago in Nigeria, somebody was building a house. A friend of mine was building a house. Her sister, her older sister, was building a house, and she was supposed to be overseeing, the building of the house. And she invited me to come see the place because we're supposed to go out together. So when I met with her, she said, let's go and see what the builders are doing. And then I went with her to the place. It was an uncompleted building. I looked at the building, and because it was so incomplete, because it was so incomplete, I wasn't really, happy about it. I was like, oh my gosh, what is this? Like, I looked at the empty space. I looked at the way they sectioned some places out, and it was just, there was foam in different places that I was just not feeling the place. And I'm like, And when I was doing that, the guy who was in charge of the construction saw me and he was like, what's the problem? I'm like, I don't know how this house is going to turn out, but I really don't see what the big deal is. I don't like it. And he says it's because you don't know what the finished house will look like. You don't know, but I know. Those of us that are building this house, we know it will be an awesome, beautiful building. And I'm like, okay, fine, no problem. And some months down the line, I saw a picture of the finished house and I'm like, wow, this is a beautiful house. And I remembered entering some areas and going, what is this? It's just empty, it's just ugly, it's just there. And when I saw what they did with the finished place, I was like, this is the living room that I thought was hideous. But it is so nice because they had done everything. They had painted, they had put the curtains, they had furnished. The finished house was beautiful. Same thing happened in America. When I saw a building, when they were doing it, I saw it on this same Zillow. I saw it and I'm like, this is an unfinished house. So I wasn't interested. When I went back and I saw that they had finished the house, and they had asked for people to start bidding for the house, I was like, this is the same house. Oh my word. And that got me thinking, because I was reading a devotional, and at the end of the devotional, I saw we are God's building construction. We are God's building, and He's the builder, we are God's building construction. And I'm like, what does that mean? What does that mean? Then it took my mind back to those houses that I visited that were not finished, that I didn't like because they were not finished. And it reminded me of how, as human beings, we're not patient to know what God is doing in our lives or in other people's lives. We want to see the end result. We want to see the end result. We don't like to see the process. We don't like to understand how things will go from, time to time, process to process, plan to plan. We don't know. I want to have an amazing family and I want it now. I want it to be done. I want it to be easy. I want it to be smooth. And when it's not happening that way, we give up, we get angry, we get pissed, we get frustrated. As a human being, it happens to me too. Sometimes I ask God, where's my life going? Where's my career going? Where's this going? By now I should have done this. I'm at this point in my life where my career should be here. At my age, I should be here. At my age, I should be. And something keeps reminding me, hey, you are not the owner of your life. You are not the one that created yourself. You're not the one that decides. You don't get to decide what happens when, because you don't know tomorrow. Be patient and trust God. God is like the builder, and He alone knows how the house will be when it's completed. So He alone knows how we will turn out. He alone knows how we will end up. He alone knows when what will happen, where and how. So if He is the one that knows it, then we should trust Him. If He is the one that can see the finished product and all we see is the uncompleted building, then why don't we trust and be patient and believe that the builder himself will know exactly how beautiful and how awesome the house will become? And that's what we are. I see myself as that house that God would make beautiful in His time. I see myself as that construction. You may see me now and see the process and see Him refining me and see Him doing things in my life. And because it's not complete, it's a process. People are like, oh, she's done. Oh, it's ugly. Oh, it's not good enough. Oh, it's not like the other nicer ones. Oh, it's not this, it's not that. But you don't know what the finished work will be. Only He knows. I want you to look at yourself like that. No matter how people see you, no matter how you even see yourself as an unfinished work, no matter how you see yourself as not good enough or not as good as or not accepted or not this, because you are still in the process, God is still in the process of refining you to make you that finished product. Don't see yourself as that. No matter what people see or no matter what you see, remember one thing. God is the builder, not you, not them. He knows exactly how it will turn out, and it will turn out beautiful and awesome. You will be beautiful. Your life will be beautiful. Your life will be awesome, because it's never too early and He's never too late. In His own time, He will make all things beautiful in your life.